Hey everyone, this is my Patreon-powered reaction to the 16th episode of Dororo. Last episode we finished off with the whole moth plotline, which is fine, but we unfortunately was not fine was the fact that Dororo's kind of been kidnapped by Itachi. You know, we had some sort of disagreement, argument, fight between Dororo and Yakimaru, and now Itachi has Dororo and wants the map and got the other half of the map, and it's all developed into a pretty bad situation, so hopefully things can improve from here, so let's get into it and find out. 3, 2, 1, play. And my cat is currently on my lap, so if I look down, that's the reason why. How about we don't do that? You're not our friend. You're just some guy from Dororo's past that probably doesn't like you right now. Yeah, I don't think we want another full story about how we got that. What is it about bad guys doing that stupid giggle whenever they're about to do bad things? Do real bad guys do that? Yeah, there's no map there. No. Yeah, we don't see the map, but we'll take Dororo anyway because, you know, why not? Probably there somewhere. I mean, he's not wrong, it is there somewhere, but the plan did not work. So does Itachi know that Dororo's a girl? I'm curious about that. Because I know Dororo kept a secret from Hyakimaru, but Itachi knew Dororo's family, so he probably knew. I don't know. It probably won't matter too much, but just something I'm thinking about. Oh, Dororo looks so happy in that part of the opening. Where did everything go wrong? Yeah, that's the moth thing. Yeah, remember back in a couple episodes ago when we were able to play in the water together? Yeah, that's not happening anymore. Now they're separated. It's very sad. Uh, I know you're having a fight, but don't you see how happy you're with Hyakimaru? That's much better than being captured by Itachi. Shiranui. Camera might be moving, but those horses are not. Can't just move the camera and play sounds that trick me into thinking there's animation there. I know better. I know better. Of course, they tie Dororo to a tree. Well, obviously. Why else would he want the map? Of course, I'm sure you were very sneaky, Itachi. Itachi really is a fitting name for this guy, really. Almost like he was having a secret stash. But he never did. And Dororo looked more like a girl back then. Of course, it was far too much effort to pursue that further. So we are going to get the full story of how he got that map half. This is so messed up. I knew how this had to have went, but I still don't want to hear about it. You are such a horrible person. If only you could get to him. Just bite his ankles. Desecrating a grave for money and then going to that person's child for the rest of what you need. Just doesn't get much more messed up than this. You know, without actually killing people, I guess. I hope Hyakimaru is able to track these people down. I really do. Not sure how Dororo could get out of this without his help. I mean, Hyakimaru, he probably saw the half of the map that's on Dororo's back, right? If so, he should be able to... Wow. Should be able to have a little bit of help in finding it. It's such a serious situation, I don't really want to laugh, but Dororo is being pretty cute here. Well, this village has seen better days, I'm sure. What, does it look familiar? Yeah, that's what my guess was as soon as I saw a blade stuck in the wall. Somebody was shot with a shotgun or something. Not sure how you get a blood splatter like that without, like, a gunfire. Well, get fixin'. Somebody needs a prosthetic limb. I know a guy you should talk to. What, is gonna cost me an arm and a leg? It was a horrible joke and I had to make it. Well, do you mean besides the arm thing? Because that could be another joke, because he only has his left arm, and you said, oh, right, anyway. Yeah, there's one of him and a bunch of bandits. What do we have to worry about? Unless he has his own group of bandits hiding around a corner. But yeah, he doesn't really look trustworthy. In fact, I think he's the guy from the opening that appears after the Moth People segment. So he could be the final boss of this next arc. Or at least connected to the final boss in some way. We're going, we don't need oars. Okay, apparently he has some fishy friends pulling the boat. A mermaid, I hope? Oh, shark, that is not a mermaid. That is not a mermaid at all. He's a shark boy. Okay. Okay. Sure. Well, yeah, sharks are pretty strong, but not really family. The shark bite it off? Okay, he seriously did. You are a bit of a whack job. Uh, yeah, it's... Maybe we made a mistake getting on this boat. Because I have a feeling he's going to want to feed the sharks using them. I mean, what reason would he have not to do that? Well, that's lovely. Well, maybe, but they couldn't get down the village. Okay, so that was all you. Wow. This is just an awful human being here. And a crazy one. You gotta summon the sharks. Yeah, who could have seen this development coming? As soon as I saw the sharks, I kind of had a feeling of how this would go. And now we're going full Jaws. Okay, we're in the water. We're done now. I have no real sympathy for these people because they try to screw over Dororo, so... I say feed him, but hopefully Dororo gets out of here. The only one I care about surviving. Everybody else can be shark food for all I care. Oh god, do you seriously eat that too? Oh. Well, didn't quite lose an arm, but that had to hurt. When I first started out this episode, I did not think this is what we would get. Yeah, let's have a snack for later. And I can't really go anywhere because what are they gonna do? Jump in the water and swim away? That's not a good idea. So they are kind of stuck. That would be a horrible situation to be in. Oh, we got an oar. We can move. I wouldn't do that. You're gonna bite your arm off. Yeah. We need to get a motorboat. Well, you got water all around you. I wouldn't drink it, but you can. The greedy touch. You don't flatter yourself. I'm sure not a lot of samurai die to sharks. That's probably a fairly uncommon thing. No reinforcements for you. Ha! You were just bait. Get wrecked, Itachi. But he barely survived that. Lesson late learned. Yeah, that's where the real life is. Did you buy a better personality? Or morals or ethics? That'd be nice. I wish so too, but, you know, can't take that back. Wow. Nice. Gotta love salt water on a wound. Yeah, you should strive to be half as cool and manly as Dororo. Just telling him all. And of course, Dororo has a captive audience because they're not going anywhere. I had no choice but to sit there and listen to whatever she says. We all jump in the water. The shark can't eat us all. How about we don't do that? That's a terrible plan. Can't somebody else do that part? Be the lure? Uh, yeah, that's extremely reckless. Hopefully Hyakimaru, I don't know what Hyakimaru can do, how would he even get there. So he may not be able to help at all with this. Yeah, sharks always come from behind. Good thing you're a small target, but I'm still nervous. Yeah, pull me up, please. And then stab it. A little bit too close for comforts. Pull up those legs. Stab it! There you go. You had one job, you managed to do it. You guys are lucky. Dororo got killed here. I never forgive you, people. Oh, okay. You might want to pull those back out. You'll probably need them again. There's one more shark. One of you could use those swords as a or it probably wouldn't work too well. And we got food, you know? Yeah, because you could eat shark, of course. No, it's basically just sushi, so. Left a blood trail. Is that what that was for? What he was thinking about doing? Making a deliberate blood trail? Just drag its body to shore. When I was on land, everyone could just jump out of the rocks and stab him, like the shark. I mean, seriously, did you not expect that? It was quite obviously a trap. Yeah, they're the bad guys in the situation. You're all bad people, so, you know, whatever happens to any of you is fine. Well, yeah, but I was about to say, he killed half of their people, so. But, you know, Dororo, the only one with morals here, so. I didn't think you did. He just wants to be back with his brother, his Aniki. Uh, uh, wow, he really just took it all off. Well, I guess that answers that question, but being so close to the fire is going to reveal it, so. And yeah, now he knows the secret, so. Realistically, this was the only way you would ever see it was through a campfire, because they weren't going to go to a hot spring. Yeah, it's been a bad episode for you, Dororo. I feel so bad for you. Is that a whale? I guess it's a shark. It sounded like a whale, but it had to have been a shark, of course. I was gonna be jump, but it suddenly panned to the shark. Yeah, okay, I feel a little, tiny bit bad for you, but it's still not okay to feed random people to your sharks. That's still not okay. Even if they're your family, it's still not okay. Feeding corpses that you stumble upon, that's fine. But tricking people, that's not okay. Neither is kidnapping a child so you could find that child's dead parents' treasure. That's also not okay. There's just a lot of bad people doing a lot of not okay things in this episode. That's really what it comes down to. And then Dororo, the one shining piece of goodness there. Yeah, just kind of a hard episode to watch at times. May have been the first episode with like no Hyakimaru in it. I am glad I got my answer though about whether or not Itachi knew. He did not. Stinger. Oh, well, there you go. There's Yakimaru. I don't think he's gonna find Dororo anytime soon. Yeah, not the best prosthetic ever. Yes, thank you for noticing. Well, I think we know a person like that as well. Yukai. It'd be great to see him again. It's been a while. You see, you could take your sharks here. There's plenty of food around. Jiromaru is the monster. It wasn't even really a demon though, was it? I guess it could have implied that it was. It did say it was different than a normal shark, but I just took it as just the shark. But okay, I'll imagine it's a demon shark. So that was the 16th episode of Dororo. And this episode, yeah, this was a rough episode because Dororo has been separated from Yakimaru. You know, this douchebag Itachi just, you know, he things didn't work out with his career path. You know, he's had some regrets there, and he wants money. And he thought, hey, Dororo's parents, you know, the ones I betrayed and screwed over and are dead now. I think they hid treasure somewhere. I guess I'll go find that. I wonder who would know about that. Oh yeah, the mother might. Oh, she's dead. Oh, I'll just dig up the corpse and, you know, look at her back. Well, I don't know. He didn't know it was on her back specifically. I'll just look all over her body until I find some hint of the map, and then he found it and figured, hey, this is half of a map. The other half is probably on the only other, you know, probably on the only other living family member here, Dororo. So I'll go find that child and force them to show me where the other half of the map is. Probably on his back too, you know. I guess I'll check it out. So just Itachi, he can kind of be boiled down to a series of bad decisions. I think that's really what it comes down to. But yeah, he found Dororo eventually, and wanted the other half of the map. Assumed. Oh, my voice is starting to go on me. Yeah, because this is my last video of the day. Anyway, he figured the map was on Dororo's back because it was on the mother's back, so wanted Dororo to show him. I'm not really sure what pronoun to use here because, you know, at this point he thinks Dororo's a boy. I guess it doesn't matter. Anyway, show Dororo's back. So Dororo took his/her shirt off enough for him to see that, and he saw that it wasn't there because it's a little bit different than the one on her back. It's much more light, but he doesn't know that yet, luckily. And, you know, and the way the scene was kind of framed, this is what made me think that he did not know Dororo was a girl. You know, the way he was just so casual about the whole thing, how casual the whole thing went down. You know, nobody made a big deal out of it, so I kind of had a bit of a feeling about that, and we got that confirmed later. You know, and also later on, he had Dororo. You know, they took all the clothes off of Dororo, which I was kind of surprised that wasn't done in that scene. Like, I'm surprised he wasted as much time as he did. Like, because he had no idea whether or not it was anywhere on Dororo's back, so you would have thought he would have checked it there. So I super surprised it wasn't down there. So I just knew it was only a matter of time before he did, of course. And that's when he realized that Dororo was not a boy. Dororo was a girl, and that may have made him feel a little bit worse about what he did there. Who knows? It's hard to say for sure. But Dororo was close enough to the fire at that point where the other half of the map revealed itself, and they're off to go find it. I know I skipped a lot of stuff though. Basically, the main antagonist of this episode, if you don't account Itachi, was the Shark Boy. The Shark Boy. He kind of reminds me of the ocean dude from Yu-Gi-Oh! You know, the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Series. He has these two sharks as family, whatever, clearly cares about them, and clearly feels justified in feeding random people he finds, women and children included, to them. You know, that's an okay thing. But this is the same guy that feeds his own arm to the shark, so clearly crazy in the head. So, you know, I'm not sure what you really do there. But he basically tricked our guys into going to the ocean and then tried to feed them to the sharks. And Dororo, with a bold strategy of being live bait, was able to kill one of the sharks and was able to make their way to land, and then tricked Shark Boy to showing up and then beating him up almost to death, but didn't quite kill him because Dororo stood in the way, because Dororo is the only one that apparently has qualms with doing bad things out of all these people. Everybody else here is very much okay with doing bad things. That's beyond obvious. And that was pretty much the episode. You know, I like the little speech that Dororo gave to everyone for them to like stand up for themselves and keep fighting and all that good stuff. You know, Dororo kind of showing an example of how you should live your life as opposed to what they're doing. So hopefully by the end of this, they'll all end up being better people for having spoken to Dororo, you know, being a good example for them. But so far, not much evidence of that, you know. They got the other half of the map and they're gonna try to find it. That's obviously what next episode is gonna be about. And yeah, it's just been a really rough episode for Dororo. You know, getting captured, taken away from Hyakimaru after having a fight with him, being brought out to the ocean to be, you know, about to be used as shark food and having to be shark bait, and then, you know, having all your clothes taken off. It's been a not so great day for Dororo. You know, luckily Dororo's a pretty tough kid. Otherwise, you know, she'd just be moping around. So good thing she is pretty tough. Probably tougher than half of the people in that group. But yeah, this shark kid really does not have much leg to stand on for being mad at them for killing the shark. Really Not at all. Like, I get the shark was important to him, but the shark killed many of his comrades, would have killed them as well. It was very much a self-defense kind of thing, so you really have no argument for, you have no moral high ground for being upset about that. I mean, you have the right to be upset about it, sure, but you don't really have the right to, you know, what's a good way to phrase what I'm trying to say? Like, you have the right to be upset about this, but not the right to, you know, really blame them for it, I guess is a good way to put it. Because they did what they had to do. So yeah, I think that's more or less what I wanted to say on the episode. I mean, it was pretty obvious this kid was bad news. I mean, there was tons of red flags flying up. I didn't think it would specifically be we're being fed to sharks, but that became obvious once we saw the sharks. I'm glad we're seeing a little bit of regret in Itachi with some of the decisions he's made, you know? Maybe he will have a bit of a turnaround as far as, you know, the type of decisions he makes. Maybe if at some point he can make a decision for somebody else's benefit instead of himself, that would be nice, you know? Because that's really what he's always been about his own selfish, all of his decisions have basically been about him, you know, his own selfish wants and needs and stuff like that. So, never really cared about anyone else. To a very big degree. Anyway, yeah, I am curious to see exactly what the treasure is. And hopefully hopefully Yakimaru ends up finding Dororo and everything can be fine again. So, thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.